Dr. Goodnight, how can industry and educational institutions help close the STEM and analytic skills gap? And what is SAS doing to help narrow that gap?
Well, I think the most important thing is to get involved in education. We began a program about 17 years ago called SAS Curriculum Pathways, which has a lot of digital content. It's all online so that kids and teachers can access it. We do cover a lot of STEM material in that, and it's free of charge. We don't charge for it, and we keep it updated and always adding new features and capabilities to it. Now, at the high school level, we actually have here in North Carolina 28 high schools that are teaching SAS to their students as an introductory to computing. And a lot of those kids get interested in it and go on to the universities and take computer science, or some of them even go into statistics. So that program is continuing to expand, and I suspect by next year we'll have at least 100 high schools teaching SAS. It's a great way to get the kids interested. It's an easy language to understand to begin with. You can do a lot with it with just a very few statements, so that it, within the first day you're producing output and generating results.
That's remarkable. So we've seen an analytic revolution due to big data in healthcare, retail, banking, and now energy. What advice would you give energy companies about benchmarking other industries and on how to handle big data?
Well, we of course work across all industries, and we do big data for banking, and we do it for pharma, we do it for retail, and we're really invested heavily right now in working with energy companies on big data, especially their phasers, their phaser measurement units that they're doing out there with the synchronized phasers, where they're gathering 30 samples every second of 28 different measurements. And all of that is a huge amount of data. And that's really where we're seeing big data being generated, is mainly through machines, through sensors. And more of that is going to occur in the future as everything in the world has an internet address. Refrigerators, cars, oh my gosh, what's coming from cars is unbelievable. We're going to be getting sensor data every minute from every car in the country to keep track of performance of the car, what possible maintenance it might need coming up. It's just a huge amount of work coming in the field of big data.
That's fascinating. Do you want me to ask anything else? I mean,
if you have anything you really want to ask,
I would.
Hey, yeah. I've done good. Let's quit.
I got one more question. You say you hope to have 100 high schools that are teaching SAS. How many students do you think that would cover?
Well, it'd be about 25 to 30 per class.
Wow.
We really need to get our kids interested in STEM. I think a lot of them are already, but I think, as we were discussing earlier today, so many of them, they get to college and they want to go into a STEM discipline, and they discover they're just not prepared.
Right.
And we need to strengthen our K-12 instruction a lot more. We've got to make sure we have stronger teachers, that the teachers are better trained, that we pay our teachers for performance, that we have pay that reflects the fact that this person is an expert teacher in math or an expert teacher in science. We need some differentiated pay so that we can provide additional funds for these types of teachers.
That's exciting. So thank you for doing that.
Sure.